How to ignore reality and have anything you want. The first thing you need to understand is that reality is a mirror that reflects your actions, your beliefs, your thoughts, and your feelings. So what's happening here? If you're a person who's sad, depressed, disappointed, that's exactly what reality or the mirror will reflect back to you. So then your reality will tell you, oh yeah, you're depressed, you're anxious, you're sad, and your whole reality will give back that information to you. Bad things will start to happen. You'll get even more depressed, and this cycle will continue to go on and on and on. So how do you use the mirror to actually dominate and create your reality? It's very simple. Act as the future you now. So imagine a future version of you that already has everything you ever wanted. So you're outgoing, you're happy, you're fulfilled. Maybe even you have a family, you want money, you have the house. You can go everywhere you want. Now, you need to act from the beliefs and from the identity of that version of you right now. What happens then is in time, the mirror reflects the same thing back to you. So it reinforces that you are happy, that you have the house, that you are the person who's going to have everything in your life. But the thing is, where everybody stops and doesn't create their own reality is that there is a delay. So there's a massive delay between the mirror and yourself and real reality. Because we live in the material world, even if you change your identity, your actions and stuff like that, it takes time for reality to catch up to your identity, to the new version of yourself. Because of that gap, people stop manifesting. They think that it's not working. They think that their new identity is wrong and that they're making a massive mistake. So what do they do then? They revert back into their old identity, and then again the mirror shows them the sad, depressed version of themselves. So today, I'm going to show you how to trick the mirror into creating your desired reality. And maybe even destroy this delay. It all depends on who you are and who you want to be and how much you feel and understand what you want. So that's how the mirror reality works. So I have 3 principles I'm going to show you today, and the second one is pretty life-changing. But the first one is going to be the Delulu principle. So what is the Delulu principle? It sounds absurd as it is. So the whole point is, because your reality is not showing up just yet, even if you change, even if you show your identity, what happens is, again, people don't see their reality shifting fast enough, so they don't keep up with their new identity. They revert back to the old one. So what I want you to do is become Delulu. So if you want to buy a car, let's say the car is worth $100,000, and that car for you seems totally unreachable right now. What I want you to do is activate your Delulu mode. I want you to go to car shops. We can actually see and buy the car. I want you to look at pictures. I want you to go in your city or wherever you are and try to find the car that you want to have for yourself. The more you keep thinking about it, the more you keep seeing that image, seeing that car, the closer it will get to you. There's infinite amount of ways you're gonna get that car. The whole point is to show yourself that you are already the owner of that car. So the real owner of the car will look for the car, they will look to buy the car, they will look at listings of the car, they will drive the car. So you need to embody the identity of the person who owns the car. And the more you show yourself the car and actually use it, see it, and believe that it's yours, the faster it will get to you. Now, it's not only for cars, it's for every single thing you ever wanted. Just by having that thing already, you truly already have it. The more you understand that everything is already yours, you just have to be in the feeling of having it, then you will truly have it. That's why the Delulu principle is so powerful. You need to keep pretending that you have something that you don't have right now. Because if you keep doing it, you will eventually get it for yourself. Again, what happens to people, they stop having the frequency of having their desired item or thing that they want to get for themselves. And because of that, they keep losing. They're never gonna get this thing because they believe they can never have it. They think that the goal of having that car is impossible. But it's not. It's the easiest thing ever because you said so, because I said so. Getting the car that you want, the house that you want, anything you want, you can get it. But before that, you need to understand that you already have it. So what I did for myself, me and my brother were looking for a investment property that we can buy. It was very difficult, let's say difficult, to find it. We didn't understand the market, we had to do a little bit of research. But what broke the whole ice is just looking at apartments and looking at investment opportunities into houses and just looking at listings. Every single day, we would look at listings of what to buy, on what to buy, on what to buy, even though we didn't have the money to actually buy it. So what happened then? We started making the money, and out of nowhere, the perfect listing shows up, and we have the exact money to buy it. To the T, the exact money to buy it. And now that property is worth like 50 to 60% more, and I'm earning monthly from it. So basically right now, because just that property, I don't even have to work. I can just do whatever I want and live my life without even working. That's how you beat the game. You just have your desire and you feel like it's already yours. And you don't need to think about the path on going there. You need to trust the process. Trust the future version of yourself that has already everything you ever wanted, and you will get that. So what I want you to do is don't believe in yourself. Believe in the future version of you that already has everything that you want. Because the more energy, more frequency, more thoughts, more actions you give to that person and you embody your identity with that new person, with the future version of you, the faster you will collapse reality. Write that down. Collapsing reality will happen if you identify as the future version right now. If you give everything to the future version of you right now, you will get everything you ever wanted, and you will literally collapse reality. The speed of changing your life will be so quick, you will be so shocked when you understand what happened. Because people can flip their entire lives in like 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. So many things can change, but people are afraid to actually make the first step. So that's why we're gonna talk about principle 2, the ghosting principle. Now I know this sounds very skeptic and very weird. Like, what are you doing, ghosting? What do you mean, bro? It's pretty simple. I want you to look out through your room or wherever you are right now and find every item that has the color red. Okay? Now my question for you is, what items did you see in the purple color? Ah, you don't know, now do you? It's pretty simple. It's all about perspective. It's all about what you're seeing and what you're not seeing in your current reality. So when I say ghosting, I mean it's ignoring everything else and only focusing on the things that are going to truly change your life. Instead of seeing the color red and only seeing the same things over and over, I want you to notice the purple things, the things that can truly move your reality as fast as possible. The problem is there's so many opportunities that people are not using right now because they don't see it as a way to make money and to change their reality. The skills you've been building for the last couple of years, maybe even a decade, maybe even more, if you only taught your skills to a person that wants to learn those skills, you can make so much money. Everything you learned in life, all the troubles, all the hurdles you had in life, if you overcome them, that means you can teach other people how they can do it for themselves. And they will pay you money to actually do it. There's so many ways and so many opportunities. Maybe the friend you stopped talking to, maybe they changed their lives. Maybe they still want to be your friends and maybe they can help you with something. I met a friend probably like 2 months ago. I didn't see that friend probably for the last 5 to 6 years. He moved to a different country. He started his own business. And once I saw him, I barely even recognized him. He had a deeper voice, he had a beard, he got taller. So many things changed. When I started talking with him, I couldn't even recognize him. It was one of the most productive and interesting thoughts I've ever had, because I just saw a person who absolutely changed their lives. And he told me he changed in the last 2 years. He made his own company. He has like 10 to 20 workers right now. He's making hundreds of thousands of dollars. And why I think that this happened is very simple. It's because he enjoys the work he does. He actually goes and works with his team, and he's the hardest working person there. And when people see this, they give him more opportunities. More people want to work with him, and more people want to work for him. And pretty soon, at least the next 2 or 3 years, he's probably gonna buy a whole building for himself. So that's how he literally, in just 3 or 4 years, he changed his life so much that he became unrecognizable. He even told me that he had to get the beard. He had to make his voice deeper because people didn't want to take him seriously. And now he actually did it. He changed. He looks different. He embodies the person he wanted to become. And now reality gives everything back to him. He became the person he wanted, and now he got everything he wanted. It's very cool. It's very, very cool. That's why the ghosting principle is so important to you. If you start ignoring everything that will not lead you to your desired reality, you will transform your reality so fast, it's gonna be insane. What is hindering you right now from changing your reality? What do you need to ignore right now or stop doing that will make your reality come faster, or at least your dream reality, your desired reality? Now, let's talk about the final principle, which is going to be the feeling principle. Now, probably a lot of gurus told you that if you start feeling as your new identity, you will manifest faster. And that is absolutely true. But what happens to people is that they think that if they become sad one day, or they're terrified one day, or they're depressed one day, that everything they've been doing for the last couple of months is going to be worthless. And it's absolutely not true. People who are millionaires, people who meditate their entire lives, people who build wealth, people who build families, they get depressed, they get sad, they get anxious. All these emotions are valid. And the question is, do they lose the things that they have? No, they don't. And there's a simple reason why. The only reason the feeling principle will work is through repetition. What happens? If you're depressed or anxious for a very long time, let's say for 3, 4, 5 months, then yes, your reality, your feelings will be reflected back to you. So it's all about repetition and doing the infinite. So if you keep being that identity of yourself, of being depressed, then yes, you will get your desired reality. But if you just do it one day, if you want to take a day off, if you want to go out with your friends, you need to actually do it. Because we're all humans. You want to experience everything in your reality. You want to have these kinds of feelings because they make you more human. People shy away from this. They shy away from being depressed. They shy away from being sad. They think if they become sad just for one day that everything will fall apart. It's not true. That's not gonna happen to you. Like I said, you have billionaires who are pretty much depressed today, and they're not gonna lose billions of dollars today. What will happen is, if they keep becoming more and more depressed, or they continue the cycle of being depressed, then yes, even if you are sometimes sad, you want to cry, you feel a burnout, all that is okay. All that is normal. The only thing you can't do, you can't stay in that frequency. Take a day off, go somewhere, see something, talk to someone. But tomorrow, let's do everything again in our power to create our desired reality. keep manifesting, keep creating, and you will get everything you ever wanted.